Ever since Meghan Markle posted that viral video on Instagram that spread throughout all forms of social media, it completely backfired on her so-called career, quote-unquote. Things happened over at Netflix, she was already fired as well by Paramount, and among other studios that are actually getting ready to can her and just put her to the wayside. We know that there's a lot of things going on right now, simultaneously, everything mixed up between With Love Meghan Season 2 holding a lot of setbacks, Meghan Markle really desperately trying to get a deal with MTV and the Walt Disney Company, one of those two studios, to really do something very big, and we'll have to wait and see exactly whether or not she will be successful with those two studios. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new, and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you all so very much for the great and kind support. So once again, Meghan Markle is going into damage control mode over not just the pregnancy video that has been going all over social media, but also over the fact that it has created an immense backlash. We know that this is already, destroying the image of Netflix because she represents them. It's also creating a lot of chaos between herself, CEO Greg Peters over at Netflix, and even the other CEO, Ted Sarandos, who is in more favor of Meghan Markle. Even he is beginning to actually walk on the fence whether or not he wants to side with the board of directors or Greg Peters in this scenario. But this is where it gets interesting, is that we know that Meghan Markle is going at it again, going against the critics, going against those that are opposed to her, and that are opposed to actually her video on Instagram, because of how cringeworthy it was, how, obviously something that was done there, this really did not work in her favor for her career, quote-unquote, at all. If anything, it made things worse. Now, with Meghan Markle already in serious trouble due to her viral video spreading and creating major consequences against her so-called career, one major development going on now involves more to do with Meghan Markle admitting the true story, not just behind her viral video of the pregnancy video, but after the backlash and what happened there. Meghan recently delivered the following. There comes a point in your life where you have to take responsibility for yourself, and you have to prove yourself to the critics. Everyone needed to know that I was carrying my children. Everyone needed to know that I was and am still a great inspirational mother. And when people have doubts about your capability of being a mother, you have to put yourself out there, whether it's on social media or through podcasting or whatever. I deserve to be heard, and I have a right to speak to the many fathers and mothers out there around the globe that deal with the many challenges we all do when you go into parenthood. Motherhood is a very powerful thing, and it completely changes your life for the better. You are always going to have naysayers out there that claim the real Meghan Markle doesn't have a sense of humor. Well, I am here to say that I do, and I think there is this growing stigma for women that become mothers, that they lose their fun in life, and that they lose their sense of humor about parenthood. And you have to just let it go and do what you want to do through social media to express yourself, or through podcasting to voice your values to the people. That's what my focus was. There are many people out there that really don't have the right sense of humor or lose the fun in their lives after having children, and I'm here to show everyone that you can still have fun both before giving birth and after, and while you raise your children as well. And that side of my life deserved to be seen, and I won't stay silent over the critics any longer. There are a lot of unhealed citizens right now, not just in this country, but around the entire globe, that don't know how to reach enlightenment. And the first step toward enlightenment is to let go and accept low points in your life. Coming from a place of diversity and how that is now getting abolished in entertainment and show business is also another struggle that I think the new generation is going to struggle with when they want to get into acting and performing or whatever it may be. Now guys, let me just say one thing here. The fact that she's going on that constant trope again, I deserve this, I deserve that, I deserve to be heard, I deserve to actually speak my mind. Look, we all know that it's a free country, you can speak your mind, but people don't have to listen, people don't have to actually tune in to your overall opinions, and that's just how it works. It all comes full circle. But one thing about Meghan Markle is that a lot of her overall drive for creating that video, seemingly this is what she's alluding to, obviously, and the fact that she is actually using the reason behind that as basically teaching a lesson to fathers, mothers, and the concept of parenthood to new parents. Nobody wants to listen to Meghan Markle, period. Any parent out there, I think, would never want to listen to Meghan Markle, and if you do, I would definitely advise against it, because she's only creating a lot more problems when it comes to not just her image, but also how a lot of even her own fans view her now. They're even leaving in droves. You know, that's another thing that Netflix is very worried about, especially for Season 2 of With Love, Meghan, is that even after all the failed test screenings, the most recent one, even her own fans thought it was a very garbage series in comparison to the first season. And basically that's what it all boils down to. She's not only losing support within the industry, but also she's actually losing her very own fans that are rooting for her, and that have rooted for her, I should say, and were ride or die supporters. And it's going nowhere at this point. So she continues, "I feel it's my purpose in life to tell everyone how to properly raise children, because so many are misguided or they actually fell into parenthood without planning, and it can be tough for many of them. So I'm here to help, both with a sense of humor and with my knowledge that you will see in With Love, Meghan Season 2, because people haven't really seen who the real Meghan is." There she goes again, guys, referring to herself in the third person. Typical narcissist. This is what she always does, of course. This is what they all do. Narcissists always like to do that. But what's interesting further, she goes on to conclude, "And you are going to see more to that side of me in the next season that we have coming up just before the fall, and I couldn't be more excited to show everyone the lessons I will provide to everyone around the world." Look, nobody wants to listen to or see a show about Meghan Markle cooking, let alone a show about Meghan Markle cooking while handing out lessons to new parents, new fathers, new mothers, whatever it may be. Nobody wants to hear it, nobody wants to see it, and I think that's exactly what Greg Peters, the Netflix CEO, now sees, and what Ted Sarandos is slowly but surely beginning to realize that, yeah, maybe I made a big mistake here by allowing Meghan Markle to come on board. But again, we know that she is pressuring him to create a Season 3, or to at least renew her contract over at Netflix. There's obviously something going on between Meghan and Ted. I don't know what she has on him, I don't know what there is going on over there, who knows, we may very well never find out, but Ted definitely seems to be susceptible to Meghan Markle's demands and her overall narcissistic behavior. And let's just say how it is. She is a narcissist, alright? But what's interesting here, again, is the fact that she believes that the main reason as to why she had to post that video was to prove herself to the world, and to actually call out the critics, and to really kind of show that she has a sense of humor, guys. That she really has this fun in her life. I don't think anybody found any of that really funny, to be honest. If anything, people found it repulsive. People actually found it very offensive, the way that she actually did the dance moves while she was supposedly pregnant in this video. That looked like a stuffed pillow under her shirt. That's basically what it looked like. Let's be real about this. There was something very odd about that baby bump. A lot of people are putting it out there that they also thought it was very weird and suspicious. But overall, I would love to hear what everyone has to say about all this below in the comments. Anything ranging from Meghan Markle going into damage control and how her viral video just doesn't really seem to be stopping at any point anytime soon, or showing any kind of resolution. The more she delays herself from deleting this video, it's only going to get worse. So anyway, I would like to hear what you all have to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys later.